I mean, you know, when I'm betting on real fights.
Real fights, yeah.
Not saying that they're not real fighters. They're novice. They're novice professional fighters.
Conor McGregor still called you a donkey. Do you have any feelings on that specifically?
I think Conor McGregor's funny as but guess what, Conor? I'll beat the out of you, and you can't box as good as me, and I'm gonna do to Nate what you couldn't, which is knock him the out. And you're gonna be sitting there with your new beer company that's failing.
Floyd Mayweather has reportedly shared his thoughts on the potential fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor. The idea of Jake Paul facing Conor McGregor has been floated around for years, fueled by their larger-than-life personalities and their success in the ring and octagon respectively. Jake Paul has surprised skeptics with his dedication to boxing over the past few years.
No, I fancy him for it, to be honest. I fancy your man's a bit windy. The other cat's a bit windy. Yeah. You know, so, but he's a donkey. The guy's a donkey, yeah, the other cat. Yeah. But a donkey has a kick as well. So you just got to be worried of that. So, but I just think, mate, weather and that is normal, and be careful and be in his face, and I just think it's really Nate, you know, really Nate.
He has steadily improved, showcasing power and grit in his matches against former MMA champions like Tyrone Woodley and Anderson Silva. His size and strength would give him a distinct physical advantage over McGregor, as he stands taller and naturally fights at a heavier weight. Mayweather acknowledged Paul's commitment to the sport, recognizing his progress and mental toughness. However, he also pointed out that Paul's experience is still limited to opponents.
What I really want is Conor.
The
I'll put the
ideal
nail
order,
in his casket.
Ideally, if you could have it your way, is it Nate, Tommy, Conor? Is KSI anywhere in that equation
Well,
anymore?
if KSI fights Tommy, he's going to get knocked out.
Yep.
I guess it's all kind of in the air. Time will tell.
Who, while skilled, are not elite-level boxers. Mayweather believes this gap in experience could prove crucial, as technique and strategy often outweigh sheer power in the ring. On the other hand, Conor McGregor's background as a striker makes him a formidable opponent.
And Conor McGregor can say what he wants, but he won't fight me either. So once I knock out Mike Perry, Conor McGregor, let's run it. But you won't do it because you know what's going to happen. You saw what I did to Nate Diaz, who you went toe-to-toe with. So Conor McGregor, lay off the cocaine, get in the gym, and start winning fights, and then maybe we could have a conversation.
Known for his precision power and ability to read his opponents, McGregor has proven his striking prowess in MMA, including against high-caliber competition. His left hand, often referred to as his most dangerous weapon, has ended fights in spectacular fashion. Mayweather, who defeated McGregor in their own boxing match in 2017.
Jake Paul, I mean, as long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's, you know where his mindset's at.
He'd get took by Canelo. He'd get demolished.
Credited the Irishman with high height IQ and the ability to adapt under pressure. However, he also raised concerns about McGregor's conditioning, noting that cardio has been a recurring issue for him in longer fights. In addition, McGregor would face a size disadvantage against Paul, which could make it challenging for him to control the tempo of the fight.
But when I'm betting on fights, I'm betting on fights that's top flight. But that is a top flight novice. That's the best novice fight professional novice fight that's going on right now. So may the best man win.
Mayweather refrained from making a definitive prediction, but highlighted several factors that could shape the outcome. He emphasized that boxing is a sport where strategy and discipline often trump raw power. Jake Paul's ability to remain composed and stick to a game plan would be critical, while McGregor's experience in high-stakes bouts might give him the psychological edge. Conditioning, Mayweather noted, would also play a key role, as both fighters would need to sustain their energy over multiple rounds.
He's a bro. This is the biggest fight offer he's ever been offered, so.
No, you have got radio silence from him?
Radio silence. I mean, we're talking to his team. He looked at my DM on Instagram, but, you know, we're talking to his team, and they're like, just, when we sent them the proof of funds, they like put their tail between their and they were like, oh, this little crazy kid ain't playing.
So
but I sent a, bro, he's gonna turn down 5% of $1 billion for what?
He talks big, he backs it up, you know? What do you think is holding him back? Because that is a lot of money.
Scared, bro. Scared to lose. And I think Dana White's being like, well, what happens if Jake Paul lands that lucky punch, knocks Conor McGregor out, and now the whole UFC looks like a clown?
Well, look. A lot of people say you crossed the line when you spoke on his woman.
I don't give a fuck. He spoke on Khabib's wife. He said Khabib's wife looks like a towel.
You know what? He has a history of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now he's getting a taste of his own medicine, and now he's all of a sudden people are butthurt. I'm going too far. This is the fight game. Like, why are people being now all of a sudden? Same with Dylan Dennis. They've religion, Khabib's religion.
Why'd you agree to take this fight with Jake Paul?
I believe this is going to be great for boxing. I believe I'm going to win.
Jake, why'd you agree to take the fight with Mike?
Man, he's a legend, This is the guy. This is one of the two most famous boxers to ever live, him and Muhammad Ali. This is a dream come true for me. I am inspired by Mike, his story, what he's persevered through. And to be able to fight him and to share the ring with such a legend is a special moment for me, and it's historic. And the fact that we did it with Netflix, it's the biggest fight of the century, and that's what I love to do. Make history, have fun, and go to...
Furthermore, the mental warfare between these two larger-than-life personalities would add another layer to the contest, with each attempting to unsettle the other before the first bow. Beyond the technical breakdown, Mayweather acknowledged the sheer financial appeal of this matchup, with both fighters excelling in self-promotion and commanding massive fan bases.
The reality is that guy's partying, and he's partying real hard, and he talked about it in the court case. He's talking about cocaine. Like, that was the whole thing, that we're all doing cocaine and we're...
No, I fancy him for it, to be honest. I fancy your man's a bit windy. The other cat's a bit windy. So, but he's a donkey. The guy's a donkey, the other cat. But a donkey has a kick as well. So you just got to be worried of that. So, but I just think, mate, weather and that'll come and be careful and I'll be in his face and I just think it's really neat,
The fight would undoubtedly be a pay-per-view blockbuster. Jake Paul's influence among younger audiences, and McGregor's global star power would draw millions, making it a commercial spectacle as much as a sporting event in Mayweather's view. Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor represents more than just a fight. It is a collision of two distinct worlds, boxing and MMA, old-school technique and new-age celebrity. While the matchup remains speculative, the buzz surrounding it is a testament to the unpredictable nature of combat sports.
Make a new name for yourself. Look at what has happened to Michael Perry. One of our big stars here, the king of violence, he titles himself. And he's had such a rise in the sport. Now he's up against a little dweeb of a thing in a fight this weekend that we're all rooting for him. But this is the real deal.
I'll give you a third of a Bitcoin. You choose Conor McGregor. But bro, good morning. Hope you're up. April 17th, guys. I'm fighting. It was supposed to be Conor McGregor, but we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Something he pushed for, and then it was something he didn't push for, and now he's saying he doesn't want to push for unless the UFC is directly at the table negotiating, because quite frankly, that's what it's going to take for any of this to be a reality. Let's just get that out of the way right now. For Jake or Logan to fight Conor McGregor, Dana White is going to have to sign that blessing. And listen, it is Christmas Day, so maybe the holiday spirit is in effect, but without the Dana White clause attached to this contract for Conor McGregor and Jake Paul, or Conor McGregor Logan Paul, none of this happened.
Mayweather's analysis highlights the complexities of this potential clash, leaving fans to debate who would emerge victorious and what could be one of the most talked about events in fighting history. Meanwhile, Conor McGregor's interactions with Jake Paul have changed, suggesting that the two may actually be getting into a boxing match. Paul, often labeled a problem child,